Hi guys, me Mikey. Welcome back to Mikey Macho Garage. And today we are going to be changing the alternator on my mom's 2013 Toyota Sienna. So if you want to see us do that, stay tuned. So the first step you're going to have to do is you're going to have to disconnect the battery, remove this snorkel assembly, and also remove this reservoir tank so that you can get to these fans. After you disconnect these vacuum lines, it should come right out. To disconnect the reservoir, you're going to have to first detach this hose from right here. Then you're going to come over here and take off this bolt, which is right here. After you do that, it should come right out. So the next thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to take out this fan assembly. And to do that, we're going to have to take out this radiator hose. And to do that without making a mess, you're going to have to drain the radiator. So before you take off this fan assembly, you're going to have to take off this wire harness, which is held on by some clips. But then you're also going to have to take off this plug and these 10mm bolts. After you press this clip, the whole assembly should come forward. Then, you gotta carefully pull out this fan assembly so that you don't puncture the radiator. Sorry for all the loud fan noise, but it gets pretty hot in the Macho Garage. But anyways, now that you have the fan assembly out, it's probably best to take off the engine cover so that you have better access. So now that we have good access to the alternator, we can now take off this wire that has a 10mm bolt on it and this harness. The next thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to go to the passenger side, take the cover off, and take the belt off. So now that we got the belt out of the way, we can start working on the brackets for the alternator. The first one is a 12mm bolt. It's way back in there. It's so hard to see. So you're going to have to use one of these wobble sockets for it. So now we're going to be working on the top alternator bolt, which is right here. It's a 14mm. So now we got the top and bottom bolts out. So now we're going to try to get this sucker out. This is the old alternator, and this is the new alternator. Note that you need to take this bracket off from the old one to reuse for the new one. So we had to remove this radiator hose so that we could put the new alternator in. But once we got that done, we can now put the top and bottom screws on and the back bracket. And now we're working on that. And make sure you put some tape on the back of the screw so that it doesn't fall out. So we got all the connections done to the alternator and we put the belt back on. So now we've got all the hoses back on, the battery back on, the snorkel back on, and the engine cover back on. Now all we have to do is refill up the radiator and test our new alternator. Now we are going to be burping all of this coolant / antifreeze to get all of the air out of the system. So this is the voltage of the new alternator. And it is good. And that's the end of this video. If you learned something in this video, don't forget to like and subscribe down below. Bye!